Good evening. Good evening and welcome to Valley High School, where the number 7 ranked Valley Tigers take on the Johnston Dragons. Valley coming in number 7. They're 15-10 on the season. Johnston 9-12 on the season. They were ranked 14th but dropped out of the rankings last week. So a matchup between these two here tonight. And just looking at some of the stats coming in. Kaylin Wheeland, 152 kills, a senior. And Thea Raridan, 171 kills. A couple of the players offensively we'll be looking at here tonight for Valley. For Johnston, Cora Shaw, 157 kills, 122 for Lila Shaw. And also 114 for Nora Haney, a senior there for Johnston tonight. And those are a couple of the players we'll look at. Senior night here for Valley. They had some ceremonies before we got started with warm-ups here tonight to honor the seniors. And already hard to believe, into the September, and won't be long before heading into November. The volleyball will be looking toward Iowa City and who can come out of it. These teams probably need a little bit of a run, late season run, to get there, but that has happened before. So getting ready tonight for number 7 West Des Moines Valley hosting the Johnston Dragons here. We'll be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe the neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Welcome back to Valley High School. Both teams warming up here tonight. Valley hosting Johnston in a good matchup. And mentioned the rankings. Let's take a look at the rankings here and kind of look at this. I noticed there's some city groupings. You got Waukee Northwest number 1 and Waukee number 2. Of course, a week ago, we did the game between those two match, and Waukee Northwest won that one. Then you have the two Ankeny teams, Centennial 3rd, Ankeny 4th. Pleasant Valley, then we go to West Des Moines, where it's Dowling Catholic and Valley grouped together there at 6 and 7. Then the Iowa City contingent, Iowa City Liberty at 8 and Iowa City West at 9. Then it breaks up a little bit. Cedar Falls, Bettendorf, Cedar Rapids, Prairie, Waterloo West, Indianola in there at number 14, and Cedar Rapids, Kennedy at number 15. I mentioned Johnston was 14. They dropped out. Iowa City High was 15 and dropped out of the poll here after play from last week. And they come out on, Thursday, right? So this coming Thursday, we'll have the new poll, and we'll see if there's any differences there. I was kind of found it interesting, too. I was looking at some of the tournaments over the weekend, and some of these teams playing a lot of smaller schools coming over to play in these tournaments against the bigger schools, and I always like to do that because obviously you get a little more experience, and then for the most part it looked like the larger schools handled them pretty well, but again, experience for both of them there, so we'll see. And looked at the schedule, doesn't look like these two have met this year at all, so be a first meeting for them. Coach Rick Brooks for the Johnston Dragons, longtime coach there, as is Jerry Mikesell for the Valley Tigers here tonight. And could be interesting. You look, on paper, maybe Valley has a little bit of an edge record-wise, ranking-wise, but again, you never know. Valley and Johnston usually have a pretty good go at it, and we'll see what happens as they get the final warm-ups here tonight, and then we'll be ready for starting lineups and ready to get this match underway. And it's going to be interesting to see how it does play out. Let's see, I think the last time I saw Valley, they played Dowling. They played, I think they lost the first one, won the second, then Dowling took the next two. So it's they're a team that's, up and down here. Tell you what, we're going to take another break. When we do that, we'll be back and ready for the starting lineups and get this volleyball match underway here on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside...
Number 9, Lizzie, hurry. Number 10, Emma, Gray. Number 12, Kendall, Exton. Number 21, Tui, Basu. Number 22, Linda, Basillo, Duenas. Number 23, Adea Phillips. And now the non-starters for the Valley Tigers. Number 5, Joy Ramos. 18, Allison Ricky. And at the libero for the Dragons, number 15, Reagan Pitts. Head coach for the Dragons, Rich Brooks, assisted by Lexi Colton, Andy Woodside, Sarah Carter, Nicole Beard, Jacob Rock, Jordan Bray, Laura Reiner, and Colton Van Zetten. And now the starters for your own Valley Tigers. Number 3, Brooklyn Brown. Number 4, Brent Simeon. Number 7, Ava Blackburn. Wearing number 10, Halen Wheeland. Number 15, Ryan Conley. Number 18, Olivia Gross. And at the libero for the Tigers, number 1, Tyler Root. Head coach for the Tigers, Jeremy Meisel. Jeremy's assisted by Shannon Wheelan, Jasmine Spain, Melanie Lane, Grace Hinkle, Kendra Booyer, and Seth Vaughn. Tonight's officials are Andy Chase, Greg Warner, and on the lines we have Ben Poncho and Allison Klong. At this time,
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
All right, we're ready for volleyball here tonight. The Valley Tigers, number 7, taking on Johnston. And Valley will be on the right side of the screen in the dark uniforms. Johnston in their purples on the left side of the screen here in the huddle with Rick Brooks, final huddle, getting ready to head out onto the court and ready for some volleyball. And Mila Rude, the libero, will come in for Valley. And on the other side, Reagan Pitts will come in, libero for Johnston. And we'll get the volleyball and we'll be ready to get it underway.
Allison Ricky to serve for the Dragons.
Allison Ricky will start it off for Johnston. And here's the first serve, bumped up by Rude. Back set, hand over by Valley. Bumped up by Pitts, now over. Bumped by Whelan, outside, dumped in. And Ryan Conley gets the little push kill there. Kaylin Whelan back to serve for the Tigers. First serve comes in, handled by Molden. Up front, set, and wide. Point to Valley. Send Whelan back to serve again. 92.8% serve efficiency, not bad. Set back into the block. Tigers chance to set it up. They get it outside and through and blocking down. Ryan Connolly with her second kill here. And the Tigers go up 3-0 early going. Whelan again to serve. Quick set in the middle, and that one is long. Johnston trying to find the range here early. And it's a 4-0 run here. Quick push back, going into the corner. They get to it. Sibula now into the block and down. The big block by Nora Haney. And Johnston ends the run for Valley at 4.
Shaw to serve for Johnston.
Lila Shaw, the junior, back to serve for Johnston. Here we go, right down the middle. Bumped up, set, outside, and the smash is down. And Reardon.
For the Tigers. Still be serving.
And Jenna Fuller will come in, the sophomore, to serve for the Valley Tigers. Bumped up, running down the setter. Ricky gets to it, now over. Scramble by Valley, they get it across. Bumped up by Libero, almost found the open spot there, but Valley gets to the Molden shot. Now back over. Set again, back, and through the block and down, Tabitha Molden.
Side out.
For Johnston.
Swally in for the Dragons.
2 straight points here.
Haney serving.
Here's the Johnston serve by Haney. Back set, into the block and out. Valley point.
Brown in for the Tigers. Pitts in for Johnston. Rude serves.
Pitts back in for Johnston. Back to serve is Mila Rude, the libero for the Tigers. She'll set up on the left side, and there's an ace. And for Rude, that's ace number 37. She leads the team in aces. 90.4% serving efficiency for her on the season. And goes diagonal across, set up by Ricky. Now over and deep. Point for Valley. They now have their biggest lead so far of the first set by 6. Angled serve again. Set back over to the outside, dumped in by Shaw. Quick set in the middle and blocked. Cora Shaw got her hands up and blocks the shot.
Shaw serves for Johnston.
And
Molden serving.
Tabitha Molden will go back to serve. That was Cora Shaw with the block. Molden back to serve for Johnston. It goes long. Service error. First one of the night here. And so far, Johnston have a little trouble stringing things together. Emma Gray will come in for Johnston. Into the back row. Back to serve is Olivia Grubbs. 87.8% serving efficiency for her. Catches the net cord, and now they get it back over, and from the back row, Lila Shaw pounds it across for the point for Johnston. And that'll send Cora Shaw back. to serve. Cora Shaw, low serve. She's hitting 90.3%. That one is down. Valley.
Conley in for the Tigers.
Brings in Ryan Connolly.
Sibula serves.
Sibula will serve for the Tigers. Sibula, 91.1% serving efficiency, bumped up by Gray. Now outside set, and little cut shot. Lila Shaw. And she's smiling. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but whatever it was, it worked as it kind of dropped in among the defenders. And we'll send Reagan Pitts back to serve. Pitts, 85.8% serving efficiency on the season. Sends that into the middle to Libero. Quick set in the middle and hammered home. Brooklyn Brown sends it down for the kill.
Blackburn in for the Tigers. Brown to serve.
And back to serve is Brown. Set in the middle, blocked by Valley. Set again by Ricky. Now dumped over and looked like it was heading out. Valley went after it, and it's going to be a point for Johnston. Tabitha Molden will come back in now for the Dragons. Back to serve Lila Shaw. Lila Shaw, 89.2% serving efficiency to the libero. Rude now knocked down by Shaw. Lila Shaw racking up the kills here early in this set. Low serve, good low serve, handled by Valley. Set it back outside and into the block. Nora Haney with the block. Now Johnston, they've cut that 6-point lead down to 3. Serving is Johnston. Bumped up, Rude sets it to the right. Through the block, diving save by the libero Pitts. Now little jump over, bumped up by Molden. Set outside, and a hot smash for the kill by Lila Shaw. They're back within 2. The Dragons. Allison Ricky goes back. Good low serve. Back set, and there's a hot smash by Kaylin Whelan to end the run there by Johnston, but they cut that 6-point lead down to 3, and in is Thea Reardon for the Tigers. Serving is Whelan. Quick set in the middle and hammered home. Nora Haney.
Shaw in for Johnston. Shaw serves.
Lila Shaw back to serve now for the Dragons. Down 2. We're down 6 at one point. Set. I left it kind of a free ball there. Bumped up by Pitts. Now just shoved over. Rude gets it. Whelan back sets it, and there's the hammer down. The kill by Reardon.
Fuller in for the Tigers.
Here comes Jenna Fuller. She'll go back to serve for the Tigers, serving at a 90.3% clip. Tigers with a 3-point lead. Set by Ricky. Hammered down on the outside. Nice set right out there to Shaw.
Haney serves.
Haney to serve. Right close to the net. They tap it back and then get it over. Now chance for Johnston back set into the block. Bump back. Ew, just a little short there. Corushaw slightly misjudged that one. Point for Valley. Brown back in for Valley, and Rude back to serve. She got him on that run last time when they went up by 6. This one set back, jumped over, and they thought they had the pancake. Coach Mikesel asked the referee, and he said, nope, didn't get there in time. And it'll be a point Johnston. Tabitha Molden back to serve. Down the middle. Whelan sets it. Cross court is hammered off of Pitts by Cibula.
Drums in for the Tigers. Gray in for Johnston.
Gray in for Johnston, and let's see, that's Grubbs in for the Tigers to serve. Pitts handles it in the middle, off the net. Set outside, dumped into the hole, but diving. Whelan gets it, or Shaw, excuse me, gets it. And that one, they're not going to get. Off the kill by the Tigers. Lead up to 4. Johnston was hanging right in around 2. Now a little mini run here by Tigers has doubled that. Grubb serving again. Into the middle. Pitts, quick set, and they're going to say that didn't cross. 4 hits. Yep. There was no block there. Grubbs will go back to serve once again.
Timeout, Johnston.
Johnston wants the timeout to talk about it. We'll take a break here on CISN.TV.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Well, Johnston takes the timeout. Coach Rick Brooks wants to talk it over as they fall down 5. They got down 6, battled back, had it down to 2, hung around there for a while, and then Valley on a little bit of a mini run here with Grubbs back serving. And Coach Brooks wants to maybe try to stall that out. Now, free ball, overhandled by the libero. Cross court in. Gets down quickly for Cibula, and she gets a kill. For Cibula, she had 120 coming in and has, I think, around 3 here. Grubbs serves again. A little bit of a mishandle there, so they'll have to bump it on over. They do. Now quick set in the middle, and hot smash by Brown. Valley just seems like they're running a little better offense right now than Johnston. There's the serve. Set outside, and that one hit the antenna, I believe, yep. And Valley first to 20 here with their biggest lead so far this first set at 8. They just had a couple runs going. There's an outside server and almost an ace, but they kept it alive. Now set back and over by Whelan. Whelan came in with 152 kills and another one there, and let's see, 1, 2, I think about 3 she's had so far in this set. And there's an ace by Grubbs. That's her 11th ace on the season. Valley just 3 away now from taking this first set. Set outside, hot smash by Shaw. Now back over. Cibula gets it over, now scramble by Johnston. And it hits the antenna again. That's 2 points in this set where it's hit the antenna. Valley has Johnston scramble a little bit here on their serve receive. That one is an ace again. Second ace here for Grubbs. And it's set point now for the Tigers. And ace number 3. The ace it out. And that makes it 25-12. Valley takes the first set here at Valley High. We'll take a break, come back with set number 2 after this on CISN.TV.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Back here at Valley High School, the Tigers went on a, let's see, what was that? 11-0 run to take that first set 25-12 over Johnston. So Coach Rick Brooks trying to figure out something here in between sets, and Johnston, well, Valley went on a run, got up 6 there, and then they cut back into it and then couldn't quite close, and then Valley had 2 more runs and then the long run to finish it out. And let's take another break. We'll do that and be back after this on CISN.TV.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Back here at Valley High School, Tigers out of the huddle, out onto the floor. You see Johnston there coming out. And Johnston got to figure out a way to stop those runs. Their serve-receive game They had some trouble there late in that first set. Kaylin Whelan will go back, and she's had some success back there too. 92.8% efficiency. And getting the serve across. And here we go for set number 2. Valley serving, and that's what happens when you talk about a little bit of the early announcer jinx there maybe. But Johnston likes that. Lila Shaw, the junior, goes back to serve for the first time for the Dragons. Good low serve over, set by Sibula, and into the net. Point, Johnston. And she's got a ball. They send her another one, so she'll kick it over to the side. They only serve one at a time, right? Yeah. Here's that one into the net. So a service error, man. Hate to see those, especially when you start out with an early lead. In for Jenna Fuller in for the Tigers, replacing Ryan Connolly. Fuller will go back to serve. And back-to-back service errors. First one there for the Tigers, and I think there's just one for Johnston in the first set. Nora Haney back to serve. Right to Rude. Rude up ahead, now pushed over. Scramble for it. Lila Shaw gets there, and now Chancellor Valley. Sibula sets it over. Bumped up. Oh, and into the net. Point Tigers on the side out. Brooklyn Brown comes back in. And Mila Rude, the libero, goes back to serve. She likes serving from that left side and usually goes left to right with the serve. And there she does again. Bumped up by Shaw. Now through the block. Emily Swally goes high and gets the kill for Johnston as they maintain that 2-point lead. Molden goes back now to serve for Johnston. They'd like to get a little run of their own going. They didn't really get much of anything going in that first set. Bumped up by Fuller, now set outside and hammered down by Thea Reardon. Emma Gray comes back in for Johnston, and Olivia Grubbs back in for Valley. Johnston does not want to see her back there behind the line. She's the one that got them going on that 11-0 closeout, putting 3 aces to end things up. Bumped up. Now Rude over, cross court. Bumped up by Ricky, now over. Rude, it's quick in the middle. Good reaction by Gray, now back over. Good rally going. Set outside, into the block, and down. And the big block in there by Allison Ricky and Emma Swally. And Johnston maintaining that 2-point lead. Serving is Shaw. Over the net, and net court ace. It doesn't matter how it gets over as long as it gets over, and those are the tough ones. But Shaw will take the ace on that. That's her 11th ace of the season. Now back set. Bumped over. Scramble. Hot smash. Lila Shaw finishes it off here for Johnston. They had Valley scrambling, trying to get the ball over there, and Shaw just come up and said, nah, let's finish this. Boom. Here's Johnston. Cora Shaw now back, serving. And that goes long.
Johnston.
Grace Reiner's coming in for Johnston. Bryn Sibula back to serve for the Tigers. Good low serve. Reiner's gets it hammered through there, but Rude gets it. Bumped up. Now we'll play it over. And into the net, Point Valley. This is where Johnston has had trouble. They get Valley servers get in a groove, and well, that'll do it. Service error. So, and McGray in now for Johnston, back to serve. Reagan Pitts, the libero. Good low serve to her counterpart, libero. Set in the middle, then just flicked over. Set outside. Fuller, or Shaw, excuse me, gets it down. Bumped up by Rude. Cross court, handled. Now set outside, blocked by Brown.
Blackburn in for the Tigers. Brown to serve.
Ava Blackburn will come into the front row. Brown will go back behind the line to serve. Here it comes. Low one, and there's an ace. Now down to one. Johnston had held them at two, built it up a little bit, and now Valley's chipping away. And, man, every time I say that, we get a service error on Valley. Back-to-back service errors there. And Tabitha Molden comes in for Johnston. Lila Shaw goes back, or excuse me, Ricky back to serve. Set outside, cross court. Connolly with the smoker off the hands of the defense. And Reardon back in. A lot of subbing on both sides with these young players in. Whelan, the senior, back to serve. Bumped up. Quick set back into the net. Nope, that didn't get blocked. 4 hits. And we have our first tie of the night. Here in Valley's looking to take their first lead of the second set. Hit it outside. Bumped up by Ricky. Now into the block. Pushed ahead by Molden. Outside off the antenna. That is about the 4th time Johnson's hit the antenna. First time in this set, but they had, I think, about 3 of those in the first set. Now set back outside, and it's out just wide down the line. Valley now with their biggest lead here in this set by 2, 11-9. Quick set in the middle, into the block, bumped up. Now set outside and wide. Rick Brooks wants a timeout here to talk it over. They trail by 3 now on CISN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Out of the timeout, Valley serving again. Whelan and into the net. And they've got Johnston frustrated here. The Tigers, or the Dragons, led early, build a 3-point lead, and then now Valley's on one of these serving runs they've been on. That free ball now gets it over. Cibula back set. Good save by Reiners, and they'll get it over. Shaw. Quick set in the middle, and that one's wide. So they end that run. 6-0 run by Valley. And Lila Shaw will go back to serve. And again, Johnston's had a little trouble putting together longer runs like Valley has off the service. That one right up toward the net. Good touch there and a good cross court by Tabitha Molden for the kill. (13-11). Johnston trails Valley, serving. Again, Lila Shaw. Right in the middle. Cibula sets it back, and boom, Ryan Connolly gets the kill. And Jenna Fuller, as round we go on the bench, comes in and back to serve. Jenna Fuller, the sophomore for the Tigers, and whoa! Got under that one, popped it up, and it was long and gone, but in volleyball, you want it in the park, right? So now Johnston serving again. Here's Haney. Cibula sets it back, cross quarter, bumped up by Ricky. Now, oh, hit the antenna again. I've not had a match where I've seen it hit the antenna that much. That'll send Mila Rude back to serve again. She goes left to right there. Ace. Good diving attempt by Reagan Pitts, but it's the ace for Rude. That gives her at least 38 on the season. Bumped up, set back, cross quarter, handled by Cibula. Now Valley scrambles. Rude gets a hand on it, and down. Cora Shaw right there to block it back. Tabitha Molden will go back to serve. Mentioned about 83% serving efficiency on the season. She'll serve from the left side, right down the middle. A little miss hit, but they get it over. Chance now for Johnston. Handled by Cibula. Back over and down by Brooklyn Brown. Grubbs, Olivia Grubbs back in. Man, she served out that first set, including 3 aces, so we'll see what she does here. Quick set in the middle and a quick jump over by Emily Swally. Then they said, Emily says, no, you're not going to get on a run here. Not this time. Cora Shaw will go back to serve for Johnston. Rude bumps it up. Outside by Grubbs and off the hands. Got a scramble now. They get it over. Rude back up ahead again. Grubbs and Brown puts it down. And Here comes Ryan Conley back in for Valley. And Grace Reiners back in for the Dragons. And there's an ace.
Point, Valley.
For Cibula. Valley lead 5 now. And a service error. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 service errors here for Valley. How can Johnston turn that into a positive here? Pitts to serve. Dumps it over. Set back out. Bumped up by Shaw. Now dumped over. Cross court is wide. Point for the Dragons. 19-16. And serving once again, Reagan Pitts. Handled by Cibula now. Hot smash into the block, but kept alive. Set back, cross court. Reiners hits it, spins around. Now wide. Valley's to 20.
Blackburn in for the Tigers. Black will be serving.
Ava Blackburn in. Bricklin Brown back to serve it. Into the net.
Side out. Brown in for the Tigers. Mulder in for Johnston.
They say 6 service errors here on the Tigers. But again, Johnston's been unable to get on a little roll here. Ricky serving. Bumped up by Cibula outside. And toward the bench. And they run into each other, Reiners and Molden.
Raritan for the Tigers. Whelan serving.
And now Kaylin Whelan back to serve for Tigers. Set up and hammered through. Lila Shaw off the set by Allison Rickey.
Shaw in for Johnston.
Cora Shaw comes in.
Shaw will serve.
And Lila Shaw will serve. The two Shaws. That one over. Into the block. And it touched the antenna again.
She serves.
Jenna Fuller will come in to serve for the Tigers. Fuller sends it deep, handled by Pitts. Now set outside, dumped over by Cora Shaw. Back set. Fuller up. Shaw. Hot smash, but handled. They bump into each other, get it over the net somehow. Valley does. Now handled by Whelan. Outside, cross court, handled by Molden. Bumped up. Off the net court, goes over, and just dumped over Whelan. Did a little fake there, looked outside. Now back over and wide. Wow, Johnston earned that point. Had to battle. And Emily Swally back in for Johnston. Haney to serve. Across court, Cibula gets it over. Set back, dumped in there on the kill. Molden.
Haney continues to serve for Johnston.
Back serving again is Haney. Within 2 here. Quick set in the middle, bumped up. Head by Ricky. And through the block and down for the kill. Goes Cora Shaw. And they're within one. Johnston. Timeout Valley here on CISN.TV.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
The Valley takes a timeout as Johnston's clawed back within one here. 21-22 in the second set. Valley took the first set 25-12. They pulled away, went on an 11-0 run to finish that one. There's an ace. We're tied. Nora Haney drops it in there. She's had 23 aces coming in. I think that might be her first tonight, 24. Back set. Into the block and down. Johnston in the lead by one. 23-22. Haney back to serve. Oh, the service error. Ties it up. And Brown comes in, Rude to serve. Here is who's going to step out from the 23 number. Quick set into the block and battle for it. Kept it alive. Cibula sets it back. Or Whelan rather sets it back. Now bumped up. And down for the kill, Molden. Set point, Johnston. Trying to even it up. Valley looks a little confused now, looking over to the bench. Molden serving for the set. Bumped up. Whelan, and there's the kill by Brown. We're tied.
Brown's in for the Tigers, she'll be serving. Gray in for Johnston.
Now back to serve Grubbs. Got to win by 2. Quick set. Handled by Grubbs. Set up by Rude. Now over. And Pitts got to it. And 2 hits they call. Set point 1 Valley. Timeout Johnston. Rick Brooks wants to talk it over, trying to get the second set here on CISN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days.
Back here at Valley. Valley now serving for the set. Johnston had served for the set just a minute ago, but Valley battled back, kept it alive here. 25-24, scramble now. And Pitts gets it over. Set up, round. Handle, scramble, they get it over. Johnston stays alive. Back set. And it goes, the kill by Valley was Wheeland, I believe. 26-24, that was a tight one, but Valley pulls out set number 2 here to take a 2-0 lead. We'll come back with the third and what could be the deciding set coming up after this on CISN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers on Douglas Avenue.
In between sets right now, Johnston came back in the second set at set point, but Valley rebounds and wins it. And we'll take another break, come back and see if Valley can finish it off or Johnston can take set number 3 here on CISN.TV.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Here at Valley High School, clock winding down as we get ready for the third set. Johnston found a little mojo there for a while, got it to set point after it was tied 23-23, but then Valley came back and closed it out, went on to win 26-24 to take a 2-0 lead, but much closer than that first set where Valley ran off 11 points and finished 25-12 to win that one. So let's see what happens here. Johnston a little slow, came on late though, and kind of had Valley flummoxed for a bit. And Allison Rickey will serve it to start for the Dragons. Quick set in the middle, blocked by Haney. Now over, set up, and into the net.
Reardon in for the Tigers, Wheeland to serve.
And Reardon comes in. Wheeland goes back to serve for Valley. That goes a little wide, but handled. Back set, cross quarter is out. Well, one of the things that kind of hurt Valley in that last set is they had like 6 service errors and they didn't get the longer running points that they had in that first set. Here's set out by Ricky, and that's long, point Valley. So Valley starts out 3-0 quickly here. And Whelan serving again. Man, something she had on that serve just made it tough, but they get it across. Lila Shaw pushed it over. And now Lila Shaw will go back behind the line to serve it here. Trailing 3-1. And that one's almost over on the hit and gets down. And then Fuller will come in now. Jenna Fuller for Valley, and she'll go back to serve. Fuller likes to serve it from about the middle. And there's that service error issue we talked about. Reared its ugly head for Valley in that second set. Now Haney back to serve. And catches Rude, but they're going to get it over. Now quick push over. Handled by Fuller. And cross court got down on the kill by Cibula.
Brown in for the Tigers. Room to serve.
Brooklyn Brown comes in, and Mila Rude, the libero, sophomore, will serve. And that one goes wide. Service error 2 here for the Tigers. They'll send Tabitha Molden back. The Dragons will. Bumped up by Cibula, back up to Brown, kept alive by Rude. Whelan through the block. Now set it outside. Right there was Whelan. Back up. Fuller gets to it. Or Shaw, excuse me. Up again. Outside. Off the block and rolls over. Long rally going here. Looking for the corner, but Fuller is there. Quick back set. Brown finishes it off the assist by Whelan. Man, that was a long rally there, but Valley ends up taking it. Excuse me. And Grubbs will come back in. And she's going to go back to serve. She had that long run of serves to finish off the first set. That one gets over, bumped up by Ricky, now dumped in there, but handled by Cibula. Outside, crossover, bumped up by Pitts. Oh, mishandle there, and the kill will go to Cora Shaw. Cora Shaw now goes back to serve. (6-4) Valley. Johnston serving. Set back. Brown goes the other way with it, and that one's long. Cibula back to serve. Conley back in. That one's low, handled. Bumped up by Rude, and Whelan sends it across. Outside, that spins through. Conley with the kill off the touch. Sibula back to serve. Outside. Dumped in by Lila Shaw. Back and couldn't quite come in from the back and pound that one home and into the net. Grace Reiners now back to serve. And cross court by Brown.
Point, Johnston.
Hits the antenna, I believe. Reiners to serve again. Quick set, Brown kills it home.
Blackburn and Finn.
Nia Finn, the senior, comes in for Valley. Oh, into the net.
Side out.
Rude back in for the Tigers, the libero. Back there to serve Allison Ricky. Done a great job setting tonight. Out back. Rude keeps it alive. Bumped up right at the net. And Molden goes up for the stuff. One-point set here now. Johnston hanging close. Chance to tie it. Set back. Whelan dumps it in there. Kept alive by Shaw, Cora Shaw. Here's Rude. And Connolly Rudder sends it over. Back through, handled by Sibula. Outside, and it's wide. We're tied.
Point, Johnston.
First tie here this set. Johnston now. Serving for the lead. Allison Ricky. Up to head by Sibula. Push back over.
Dragons.
By Nora Haney. And the first lead here of the set for Johnston. Early going, 10-9. That one's a little wide. They'll have to get it over. They do. Ricky got a hand on it. And
Sign out.
the run ends for Johnston.
Rare for the Tigers.
They got a little, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 point run. Tied again. Whelan serving. Ricky sets it. Whelan. Rude. Over by Reardon. Now set to the right. Back in the middle and blocked. Right into the net. Good rally. Outside set. Hammered down by Molden, but returned. Now Conley into the block. Nora Haney, Lila Shaw on the block.
Sign out.
Johnston back in the lead by 1. Third set, they're trying to send it to set 4. Here's Lila Shaw. She's been all over the court tonight. Set it outside, and there's a hot smash. Reardon with the kill to tie it up again.
She'll be serving.
Jenna Fuller back to serve. She comes in. Bumped ahead, set back. Handled by Fuller. Ahead by Whelan. Now Whelan again, dumps it over. Pushed across. And down. Norahini. Johnston up by 1. Neither team has built much of a lead in this set. Oh, Rude has to go way down. Reardon keeps it alive, and they're not going to get it back across. 2-point lead for Johnston. Meany back to serve. Rude. Whelan. Hot smash handled by Lila Shaw. Set outside, across. Rude gets it, but he's not going to be able to return it. Cora Shaw booms it into the chest there. And timeout as Johnston takes the 3-point lead here in the third set. They're trailing 2-0 on CISN.TV.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Back here at Valley, the Tigers take a timeout. They trail now by 3 in the third set. Let's see if that timeout will cool off Johnston at all. Haney back to serve for the Dragons. Rude bumps it up. Whelan, quick over. Man, the old quick pass over Whelan. And Mila Rude will go back to serve now. As they shut off the run. Oh, that looked like it was going wide, but it's handled. Now back over to Cora Shaw. Whelan back sets it, cross court. Good job by the Tigers and blocked back by Brown. So Valley comes right out of the timeout, gets a couple points here. Rude serving. They did that at the end of the last set. And into the net, service error. One, two, three, four service errors in this set. They had 6 in the last set. And now could Johnston take advantage and stretch that lead out a little bit. Molden serving. Whelan sets it for Brown, who knocks it down. Brooklyn Brown with the hammer shot kill. And Valley back within 1. Grubbs back behind the line. A low serve, ace. We're tied. Grubbs with the ace. Got a dozen on the season now. Scramble, blocked at the net. Brown. Valley takes the lead. Well, one of those timeouts that worked for the Tigers. Here's the serve. A serve by Grubbs. Now Dragons want a timeout. They go from up 3 to down 2 here on CISN.TV.
employee pricing, plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off, plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990, plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Point Valley.
Now off the serve, it goes out of bounds. Point Valley. So they battled back and taken the lead now by 3. They've been down by 2. And there's the service error.
CIML.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here in this set. Valley service errors, and now again Johnston. Can they claw back? Cora Shaw serving. High, going to have to go free ball over. Sibula gets over, now outside and long. Big sigh by the Johnston fans. Lila Shaw went up. Looked like she was going to drive it to the back edge and get the point, but it just goes long, and the Johnston fans here to the left are, oh man. They want to get a set out of this. There's a hot smash, but Rude goes down and gets it. Now back across, right to the net, blocked. Back over, bumped up by Grubbs. Now Whelan can't handle it. Back over by Valley. Blocked there at the net. Try it again. That one goes home. Lila Shaw with the kill.
Banging in for Johnston. Miners will be serving.
Grace Reiners will go back to serve. Bumped up. Outside. Connolly gets it over. Back set by Ricky. Bumped up by Whelan. Connolly over again. Looking to go back out to the left. Dumps it over. Does Shaw. Now right up at the net and blocked down by Connolly.
Finn in for the Tigers. Brown to serve.
Nia Finn in for Valley. Brooklyn Brown to serve. Oh, almost a missed handle there. Dumped in, over, good. Dig out by Conley that time. Into the stands, kept alive and over. Set outside, into the block. Kept alive by Valley. Rally going on. Dumped over, just over the top by Whelan for the kill. Wow. A lot of nice plays on both sides of the net on that one, but Valley just, man, some quick hands at the net. Keep it alive. Set it outside. There's Shaw. Back over. Conley sends it across. Shaw gets a hand on it. They set it back over toward Shaw, but not quite there. They take it into the middle, and 2 hits they call on Valley.
Rude in for the Tigers. Ricky serving.
Allison Ricky back to serve. Dragons need another comeback to stay in this. Into the middle. Whelan hot smash. Into the antenna, I believe again. Whelan back to serve. Dragons take a timeout. We'll be back after this on CISN.TV.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Back here at Valley High School, the Tigers trying to close it out against Johnston, who's that first set, Valley took it going away. Johnston had a chance to win the second. Valley came back. Now Valley's come back again. That one just slobs over. And Rude, it went off her foot, but she didn't know it was there. You can kick it over, but side out, they stop it there, but they've got a little run to go. Lila Shaw, who's been all over the floor tonight for Johnston, with the big hammer serve. Whelan sets it outside, cross court, kill by Reardon.
Fuller in for the Tigers. She'll be serving.
Fuller coming in. And Coach Mikesell just working that rotation, finding everybody in the right spot. Jenna Fuller back to serve. Tigers 2 points away from ending it. Set up. Ooh, into the net. Set point, match point, Valley. Here. Bumped up, scramble, they get it over, diving save. Again, Johnston flipped over. Whelan keeps it alive. Rude pushes it over, and it hit the floor. Rude over, and Valley will take it 25-19. Now, tell you what, Johnston, a slow start in set one, but they came back and went toe-to-toe here in the second and third set, but Valley ends up coming out on top 3-0 over Johnston here tonight. Thanks to Kobe Sam here on the cameras and Gavin on the controls tonight as Valley gets the win. Check out social media. I know I will be out at Valley Stadium, a big game with Centennial coming up on Friday. I can't tell you off the top of my head the other games, but check the social media on X, on our Facebook page. A lot of football coming up this Friday night. I'm Dar Danielson. That's going to wrap it up here as Valley takes the sweep over Johnston on CISN.TV.